So I divided 6.28 by 2 and I got 3.14. So I'm going to divide my waist by 3.14. My waist is 34, so I divide by 3.14. So I'm just gonna use 10 inches. Yeah, so this is my pattern paper. So I'm gonna mark 10-inch all around for the skirt. You must put your tape at the corner there so you can get a right measurement. I mark the 10 inches, so ngiyamaka la, ngimaka u-10 inches wami lo engiwutholile. So draw a curved line. Marking the length of my skirt. Mark the length of the skirt. Then I went on to draw a curvy line. So I was adding the joining allowance half an inch at the bottom and at the top. Then I went on to cut the skirt. This is my pattern. So if you're measuring that line, you must get half of your waist. If you like, you can separate it, use one piece for the front and one for the back. So I'm going to just use this one for the back and front. Back, you can cut it on fold and cut 2 pieces for the front. So this is my pattern. We are going to cut the top part of the dress now. So these are my measurements. My shoulder is 16 divided by 2 is 8. My bust is 38 divided by 4 is 9.5 inches. My waist is 34 divided by 4 is 8.5 inches. The length of, I'm going to use the length of 17 inches. So we are drafting the back, so that is my starting point for the back. Then I went on to draw a line. Mark 3 inches for the width, and the depth for the back is 1.5 inch. Then I went on to draw a curved line. My shoulder is 8, so the starting point, I'm gonna mark 8 inches for my shoulder. So this one, you can use it to sew your wrap dress. This pattern I'm showing to that I'm drafting here. Yeah, so I'm gonna drop my shoulder by 1 inch. So 1 inch for my shoulder. Then I'm going to join it to the neckline of the back. Yeah, so for your armhole, you can measure around your arm and divide it by 2. But me, I usually use my shoulder, so I use 8 for my armhole depth. Please like this video if you find any value in it. Thank you. Yeah, so I mark 8 inches for my armhole depth. Then I drew my chest line. Then I connected it to my shoulder. So I'm gonna find the center of that line. Then I'm gonna mark it. Yeah, so I'm gonna take my bust measurement and mark it there. So I mark 9.5 inches there. See, you can take your bust measurement, divide it by 4 and mark the answer that you get. Then add 1 inch for sewing allowance. At the bottom, I'm gonna take my waist, divide by 4. So I got 8.5. Then I mark it at the waist. So I'm going to put that on this red dress. So I'm gonna mark 1 inch for sewing allowance and 1 inch for the darts that we are going to put on this pattern. Then I'm going to join it to the chest line. Yeah, so now you need your bust band nipple to nipple measurement. So mine is 8, so I will divide by 2. So I'm gonna mark 4. So mine, I'm gonna mark 4. Then I'm gonna draw a line. Then I'm gonna mark 1 inch for my darts, half an inch for both sides of the darts. So yeah, this is it. You see, this is your back. So I'm just gonna draw the armhole. This is the armhole. So this is the back pattern for your wrap dress or phinifa. So 1 inch for sewing allowance and 1 inch for the darts that you're gonna sew. So yeah, so this is the pattern. So for the front, I just trace the same thing for the front. Trace the back. So this is the only difference is my bust, my dart. So I measure my shoulder to bust, then I draw a line so I will know where to stop my dart. So my dart is stop 1 inches from the bust line. So the dart is 1 inch. So yeah, so I went in by half an inch for my front armhole. So the neck for the front is 3 by 3. The depth is 3, the width is 3 inches. So I added half an inch for joining at the bottom. So this is in This is the sewing allowance and the darts that we added. Yeah, so I was just cutting the neckline and the armhole. So you must always use a pencil when you're drafting your pattern. So this is the full front pattern for the front, so it will depend on you. So this is the back. If you like, you can cut it on fold, or you can cut 2 pieces. You have to add joining allowance at the center back. So I come up by 2 inches. So if you like, you can stop your wrap there and cancel the dart on the side, or you can add it. You can just add 5 or 6 inches. I usually add 5 or 6 inches for my wrap dress. Yeah, so others, if you like, you can just stop it at your bust band. It all depend on you, on what style you want for the wrap dress. It will all depend on you, so you can choose any style you like and cut it on fabric. Yeah, so me, I'm just gonna end it yeah, so yeah, like I said, if you like, you can end your pattern like this. Cut your neckline, or you can choose to stop here. Just mark 6 or 5 inches to extend the wrap. You see, I just extended by 6, then I come up by 2 inch, then you're gonna cut the neckline. So this is the front pattern. So if you like, you can stop it at your bust band. So this is the front, you're gonna cut 2. So yeah, these are all the patterns to cut on fabric. This is my fabric, so I usually buy 3 meters. Is enough for the whole wrap dress. So you're gonna place your front pattern and cut 2 pieces. You see, 2 pieces for the front. For the back, you're gonna fold your fabric into 2. You can cut it on fold if you like. You can cut 2 pieces, but you have to add sewing allowance at the center back. To cut the skirt, you can fold your fabric in bias like shown on the video. Then you're gonna take your pattern and place it at the sides of the back. You're gonna add 1/2 inch joining allowance at the side. For the front, you're gonna add gonna fold your fabric in bias form. Then you're gonna add 1/2 inch at the side and add 6 inches for the extension of the wrap at the center front of the skirt. Then you're gonna cut. So you're going to cut it. See, so you can use this pattern to cut any style you like for your wrap dress. You can leave the dart if you don't want to put a dart on your wrap dress. So